student today, and we were talking about the pentatonic system, but the live video that I did not have any sound. So long story short, I'm going to do the same thing, make it a little bit shorter, answer a couple questions, and then send this to my student as well. The whole idea is sometimes people, come up with ideas and questions which open up doorways. Let's see if this has sound, because last time it did not. It looks as if it does. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section. If not, no worries. Faux show. Today, the concept that we're trying to talk about, our C major has a relative minor. That note, which builds a chord off of it, is the A, or the A minor. The reason being, when we play G, D, A, E, B, F sharp, and C sharp, each one of these has a relative minor. This is what the circle looks like when you start drawing them out. It actually gets very pretty if you're an artist. Other than that, if we know C major has no sharps and flats and G major has one, we can work on that key right now. So when we play the key of E major and when we play the key of A major, we have two keys which have the same 7 notes that all other keys have. A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. When we play this through the eyes of the major, we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1 again. The key of A has 3 sharps. It has the F sharp that's in the key of G. It has C that's in the key of D. And then lastly, we have the G sharp that's in the key of A. Well, E has 4 sharps. It also has the D sharp because that's in the major 7. When we make any major a minor, we are talking about flattening the median. We are talking about flattening the submedian, and then the lending and or leading tone. When we do this, subsequently, A major becomes C major because it has no sharps and flats. E major becomes G major because it has 1 sharp. That sharp is F sharp. So when we're utilizing the key signature of C major, no sharps and no flats, this is also the key of A minor. When we're utilizing the key signature of E minor, we are also utilizing the key signature of G major as they share a key. Written above are the 2 minors. Our minor 1, our diminished 2, our major 3, minor 4, minor 5, major 6, major 7. And what do we know about our major pentatonics? Well, gee golly, our major pentatonics are a 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. We omit the 1 sub-dominant, and we omit the lending and our leading tone. In the key of G major, we would have G, A, B, D, and E. Because in the key of G major, we would get rid of our 4, we would get rid of our 7, and we would utilize the notes of 1, 2, 3, and 5. Therefore, when we hear, this is an ascending major pentatonic in the key of G, utilizing the notes G, A, B, D, and E. When we play its relative minor, we are playing the 1, we are playing the flat 3, the 4, the 5, and then the flat 7. Notice how we are still skipping 2 notes. Just like in the major, the C and the F sharp are skipped. Well, if we look over at our relative minor, E, wonderful. We skip the F sharp, we play the flat G, keep it consistent. We then play the 4, which is our A. We play the 5, which is our B. Then we skip the 6 and we play the flat 7, which is the D. Do we see how the major and the minor both have an E? They both have a D. They both have a B, A, and then a G. We are simply looking at the notes in the key of G, the 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, through the eyes of its minor pentatonic, and then correlating. There is no difference. They are exactly the same notes. So while utilizing the pentatonic system in our practice, we would do something along the lines of trying to keep that G major for its chord quality. Maybe like a B minor, a C major, and then an A minor. This chord progression is a 1, 3, a 4, and then we've got a 2. But I guess I played it a little differently. Here, I'll play it as a minor rather than an F major 7, although that F major 7 was pretty in that progression. Okay. When utilizing pentatonics, our G, B, D, E, and A, when we play G, B, D, E, and A here in our middle range, past middle C, we would have G5, or G4 rather, A4, B4, D5, E5. G, B, G, A, B, D, A, B, D, E, 1, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 5, 6. If we use this as our motif and we play, do you see how you can move your chord? When we go to the A minor and the C major, since they are relative major and minor, we don't really view these 5 notes as being a major pentatonic or viewing the same notes as being the minor pentatonic, like E minor pentatonic, because all the notes are the exact same. It just depends on where your hand moves for the register, whether you're playing, let's say, C major pentatonic, minor, same notes. The C major G major should have an F sharp in it. C Lydian, which is fine. To play in our moduses, we're looking to use the notes of G, A, B, D, and E to experiment in the key of G and then E. If you go to A minor and then C major, you can utilize the pentatonic from G major and then when you go to the A minor, you can use the C major pentatonic and you're right there. comfortable with the notes that you're playing in your pentatonic, and then put it into a genre. If you're doing maybe like blues, like G major, E minor, F major, C. You can use your pentatonics, right? To the A minor, you could use the G major pentatonic if you want. You could switch into the A minor pentatonic. You could view it as a C major pentatonic. You could view it as an E minor kind of pentatonic, because all of these are relative pentatonics. And the last thing I wanted to show us, besides my nostrils with this crazy camera angle, is when we're doing this, the whole reason why these things work. C major, G major, F major are relative family chords. The minors that are in the key of C, G, and D are essentially the minors that are in all the chords. When we have our D minor, it's a D minor in C. It's a D minor in F, and it's a D major in G. When we move to the A minor in G, A minor in C, A minor in F. E diminished in F, but it feels like a C7. It's an E minor in C, E minor in G, and an E minor in D. When you continue to fill out this process, you notice that the diminish in the key of C moves and shifts over. When we keep going through this process, what you'll see is relativity. Aloha. Give me 2 seconds. I'm wrapping up. Come on in. Make yourself comfortable. Other than that, being able to visualize the circle fifths, visualize your major and minor pentatonic, and how to utilize them on your instrument of choice, this time being the piano, really comes down to practicing over and over and over again, feeling patterns, and then being able to express them with music vocabulary. I'm going to send this to one of my students. If there's any questions right now, throw them in the comment section. Otherwise, this is just a brief explanation on how to see 5 notes in a major or a minor, both of which share a key signature, both of which have lots of fun being able to play them, and both of which are going to help you experience the notes in your own time, in your own way. I hope you have a great day. Aloha.